already know what it is. GMOG Sports TV back with another video. All right, y'all. Just got done watching interview on Fight Hype. Kind of late, but I'm just trying to give you guys my thoughts in real time of what I just saw and occurred regarding the latest in boxing news. So Floyd Mayweather does an interview with Ben from Fight Hype. You know, Ben from Fight Hype and Floyd have been like this for years. So Ben from Fight Hype normally gets the exclusives to Floyd Money Mayweather, and the latest video that he has interview doesn't disappoint, and he talks about a lot of stuff. The first series of interviews, or the first edit that they put out, was Floyd giving his thoughts about Spence versus Crawford, which occurred this past late July 29th. I was there in Vegas. Great time there. But anyhow, the most glaring thing regarding that interview, besides Floyd making every question that's outside of him about himself, right, was the fact that Floyd mentioned that Errol Spence should fight at 160 and 168. He said he should not be fighting at 147, which everybody knew that Spence was struggling to make that weight, and he wanted to move up for quite some time to 154, right? And but Floyd said he shouldn't be fighting at 154. He should fight at 160 and 168. And I would say this. I would definitely have to agree with Floyd. I would definitely have to agree with that. I'm hoping that there's inside information within, Derek James, the camp of Errol Spence, and find out what happened with the weight cut. Was this something that he just had to do based off obligation? What did Al Heyman had to say about that? Al Heyman knew that Spence had a problem struggling, and cutting weight to make 147. It was too much money on the table, I would assume, for them to cancel the fight and reschedule it, or just, decide to, not do the fight at all. More than likely, yes, I would say yes. It was just too much money involved for that to happen. And of course, and contractually, you had to do it, or else it'll be major lawsuits, purses being removed, money being taken, etc. Right? So yeah, I would definitely agree, like I said, with Floyd that Spence should be fighting at 160 or 168. He is a huge welterweight. He's been struggling to make that weight for quite some time. I saw before he even went into the ring that he looked drained. I saw that. He looked drained. Just struggled to make that win. When you drain, you can tell by the fighter's eyes. You can tell by their eyes. They're sunken in, and Spence's eyes were sunken in. He was drained. Massively drained, Fighters seen that. Not even myself, but fighters have seen that. I've seen Wilder mention that as well. So I'm not the only person who saw that Spence looked weight drained. And that has nothing to do with taking away from Terrence Crawford's performance. He put on a masterclass against Spence. Masterclass. That has nothing to do with taking away what Terrence Bud Crawford did to Spence. Not at all. Terrence deserves all the credit in the world. All the credit in the world. So, not taking anything away from from Crawford at all. But a blind man can see that Errol Spence did not look the same. A blind man can see that. A blind man can see that. You know what I'm saying? It was just, he was just not right even before the bell. He was just not right. And, them potentially doing a rematch to 154, I would expect to see a different Errol Spence. Not to say that's going to make a difference in terms of him winning the fight, but I would definitely say that it will be a different Errol Spence. If they potentially decide to do the rematch, I would expect to see a different, much different Errol Spence. All right, much different. But at the end of the day, like I said, Floyd made a great point that Errol Spence should not be fighting at 147, let alone 154, at least 160, 168, and I definitely agree. I definitely agree. You know what I'm saying? He has listen. This guy walks around between 180, 180 and low 190s. He walks around really big, really really big. Pause. So his walking around rate is like the 180s, mid 180s, right? And so him cutting down to 168 or 160, there should be no problem at all. And it should be a lot easier for him to make that weight, way easier than 154 or 147, right? But yeah, at the end, I expect a potential rematch to be at 154 between Crawford and Spence. I expect that to happen, right? And I'm still favoring Crawford to win that fight. But like I said, I expect to see a different Errol Spence. Simple as that. All right, family. So those are my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about what Floyd said. Should Errol Spence be fighting at 160 or 168? Let me know your thoughts down below, family. Until next time, signing out. Peace.